Hey everybody, it's Glenn, and what with Falcon appearing in Captain America Winter Soldier, yet absent from Hasbro's Marvel Legends Infinite series, I figured what better time to dust off Toy Biz's old Marvel Legends Falcon for a review. And the eagle-eyed among you, or should that be falcon-eyed among you, will have noticed that the package depicts the classic costume regular version, whereas the one we have here is the modern costume variant. Looking at the packaging back, and I totally forgot that the old Marvel Legends had stats for each character, so you could reenact a game of top trumps with your action figures. Here's a bio, pause now to read that at your own leisure, but needless to say, Falcon is groundbreaking, as when he strapped on wings to fight crime, he became Marvel's first mainstream African-American superhero. Other figures in this series were Psylocke, Longshot, Luke Cage, Baron Zemo, first appearance Iron Man, and Falcon was not the only figure to receive a variant. There was a gold variant of Iron Man, a scarred face variant of Zemo, and of course this was the Mojo Build-A-Figure series. Speaking of which, Falcon came with what looks like the butt cheeks and arse crack of Mojo, but it is in fact his big old gut. Also comes with this plastic stand which can be used to transform the card back into a backdrop. The backdrop features Captain America charging across the New York City skyline, and also features Nick Fury, who seems to have commandeered the car from Back to the Future. Then we have a reprint of #1 from Falcon's limited series, and I guess that's good to clue in the uninitiated, but I enjoy it most for the nostalgia of the near 10-year-old toy ads, Marvel Icons, Masterworks, the Marvel Legends Showdown 3 3/4 inch figures, and the cherry on top, a half-naked Wolverine flogging underwear. And now let's turn our attention towards the actual action figure. As I said, it's from the Mojo series, which came at the end of Toy Biz's Marvel Legends tenure, and that series is some of the easiest and cheapest Marvel Legend action figures to track down, yet out of all of them, Falcon might be the trickiest to find, even more so with interest in the character perhaps picking up from the Captain America sequel. And rightfully so, as it's a very nice rendition of the character, but I will say in my opinion it's somewhat tainted by the sticky out shoulders that a handful of Marvel Legends were cursed with. I mean, they're very functional, as we'll get to when we look at articulation, but they're as ugly as all hell. It's all give and take though, as the wings are really nice, and I much prefer the modern variant of this action figure, as its wings are much larger and it's much easier to believe this character actually taken to flight with them. For an accessory, we get Falcon's sidekick Redwing. The sculpt and paint app on it is really nice. It slots into Falcon's back so as to appear as if it's flying over his shoulder. Part of Falcon's power is that he shares a psychic link with Redwing, so perhaps through it Redwing regales Falcon with tales of hunting field mice and warns him of the hazards of flying into overhead electrical cables. Now looking at articulation, the head turns side to side and articulates up into a nice flying pose, but look at the ugly red joint. The head also articulates down. And now the big old ugly head-sized shoulder joints. There is an armpit hinge moving up and down, and then the shoulders move up and down and rotate around. The arm rotates around the shoulder joint. There's a double jointed elbow, then rotation mid-lower arm, then there's a hinge at the wrist, and then the fingers are also hinged as well. Has an ab crunch which articulates this far forwards, and then this far back. There's also waist rotation. Then at the hips, the legs move out and in. They do move front and back, but you need to turn and swivel the ball joint of the hip to do that. The legs swivel around the ball joint of the hip. There's a double jointed knee, rotation at the top of the boot. The ankles hinge to move backwards and forwards. There's also ankle pivot, and then there is toe articulation too. And if you're much more recent to Marvel Legends collecting and curious to see how he fits in with action figures you may have, here he is alongside Hasbro's US agent. And for the sake of nostalgia, here he is next to the very first Falcon action figure from Mattel's Marvel Secret Wars, a figure that's actually 30 years old now. Gosh, time flies when you waste your life away playing with action figures. Please give this video a big thumbs up. Also remember to comment, share and subscribe. Click here for my previous video. Alternatively, check out the description beneath this video for links to my Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Click those links and connect with me there too. Hope to see you in my next video. Bye.